Joy Guru. Today I would like to speak on independence. Of course, a different kind of independence. Every year on 15th August, we celebrate Independence Day, and very many eminent personalities, freedom fighters, they speak on independence from very many angles, that is, from geopolitical, geostrategic, historical backgrounds, and also the freedom, rather struggles through which the independence has been achieved. But I am not talking about this kind of independence. I would like to say something different. Now, independence, freedom, liberty, these are some of the terms which are more or less synonymous, though they have, I should say, they have different meanings. If we see their connotations, now let us examine the term independence. Now, what is the dictionary meaning of independence? The dictionary meaning is more or less like this, that is free from any obligation or freedom from dependence. But then through the whole of independence, waywardness, arbitrariness may creep into, and this may ruin the very essence of independence. In this connection, I would like to state the statement of Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha. Once, to be specific, on 12th September 1946, one Naresh Babu, that is Naresh Bosu, he asked one question to Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha, and in answer to his question, Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha stated that I do not really quite understand the way the term independence is used. You see, independence, how this can be used? Even to take a bath, a baby needs a father and needs a mother. So how can we be independent? Rather, we are interdependent. So, interdependence may be the apt term. Again, he has stated that just consider the system of our physical bodies. No organ can thrive without the assistance and cooperation of other organs. So, therefore, all the organs are interrelated and interdependent. So, therefore, independence in the truest sense of the term, I think it should be interdependence. This is the statement of Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha. However, he has also stated that, however, I do understand the two terms, namely freedom and liberty. And he has stated that I have heard that the root meaning of freedom is to dwell in the abode of the God lovingly. I would like to repeat, to dwell in the abode of God lovingly. And he has stated that I have also heard the root meaning of liberty. It has the word liodon. It means to get free from all the complexes. You see, this was the saying of Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha. Now, if we closely examine his utterances, I should say, then we see, or we can understand, that independence cannot be achieved without the assistance of dharma. In other words, dharma is needed for achieving independence. Dharma, as Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha has defined, that the stay of all existence is dharma, and the Supreme Person is the very embodiment of dharma. This is the definition of Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha. Now, let me connect the two terms. You see, as I have already stated, that liberty, it means to get free from the obsession of all complexes. In this connection, I must say that we have 6 complexes. It is said that in Bengali it is called Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moho, Modo, Mascharya. Kam means desire, Krodh means anger, Lobh means greed, Moho means infatuation, Modo means pride, and then Mascharya means envy or malice. We are obsessed with either one or more than one complexes. In order to get ourselves free from all these complexes, we need to connect ourselves with that person who is the very embodiment, or who is the very master, or who is the very lord of all the complexes. On 17th April 1946, one Prasad Chakraborty, he wanted to know how personal liberty, personal freedom can be achieved. And in answer to that question, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra stated that a person can achieve personal liberty, personal independence, personal freedom only when he develops connection with the Ishto or Priyoparam or mentor or love lord or Purushottam. In this connection, I must say that we do not know, you see, regarding God, but it is stated that he is, you can say, he has no shape. In other words, he is present everywhere. But then, for our own conveniences, God sometimes takes an anthropogenic form. It means that in the form of human being, and he comes, and then he is known as Purushottam or Supreme Person or Mentor or Sadguru, in whatever name you may give. He comes to us, and that is our golden opportunity. If we cling to him, if we adhere ourselves with him, if we connect ourselves with him, then gradually we can achieve our personal liberty, personal freedom. The reason why we cannot achieve personal freedom is because of the fact that the obsession of complexes simply tear ourselves into pieces. This is the reality. Because sometimes we are completely dependent on our desires, on our hatred. Sometimes we are completely dependent on our angers. In other words, we are rather subordinates of our complexes. This is the reality. But the true nature should be like this, that we are the masters of all our complexes. But the situation is just reverse, I should say. It is as if that we are the servants of our complexes. But this should not be the case. Rather, we are the lords of our complexes. But due to our faulty way of life, due to our faulty direction through which we are working, that's the reason why we become the servants of our complexes. And here, you see, we cannot get ourselves free from the clutches of complexes unless and until we get ourselves attached with the Lord, who is the very Lord or Master of all complexes. So therefore, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has stated that if a person really wants to develop his personality, then he needs to attach himself. He needs to attach himself with the love Lord. And we very often we talk about the term personality, and we used to say that he has a very towering personality. We used to say like this. That means that we are giving maximum emphasis on the term personality, but we do not really know that our personality cannot grow unless and until we get ourselves attached, we get ourselves connected with that person, which is the very embodiment of personality, who is the very epitome of personality. This is the statement of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And then he has also stated that the greatest disaster is that is when we are ideal detaching, when we are dislodged with our ideal. Maximum loss is caused when we are ideal deviating, when we are ideal detaching. So therefore, we need to attach ourselves with the love Lord, or you can say the Lord. And in this connection, I must say, not that in this connection, I would like to say, you may think like this, that Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, since he was a spiritual person, so therefore he didn't know the reality of the Didan in India. No, this is not. I would like to say something about this, because of the fact Didan leaders Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Chittaranjan Das, Dr. Samaprasad Mukhopadhyay, even Mahatma Gandhi, all of them met Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, and all of them solicited his advice as to how we can achieve independence. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, for example, he met Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra more than twice. And it is written in our book, namely, you see, Manas Tirtha Parikrama, written by one Sushil Chandra Bose. And the father of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Janakinath Bose, and his mother, Prabhavati Devi, both were initiated disciples of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. Chittaranjan Das, for example, he was an initiated disciple of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, and he lived with Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra for months. And he is one who understood the life philosophy of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And this I can say it safely because all these are documented. You see, once Chittaranjan Das, actually Chittaranjan Das, he told everything, he told his feelings regarding Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra to Mahatma Gandhi. He has stated that I have learned from my Guru the value of truth in all my dealings. In all my dealings. I know that I want you to live with him for few days at least. I know that your want is not same as mine, but he has given me the strength which I did not possess before. I see things clearly which I saw dimly before. This was the statement of Chittaranjan Das. And not only that, he has also stated that I have seen many great men in this world, but I have never seen a man of such an extraordinary power in all respects and as lovely as Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And I would like to state that after the demise of Chittaranjan Das, all these were written in an article, and this article was written none other than Mahatma Gandhi himself, and this article was published in the Young India Patrika on 16th July 1925. This is for your information. So these are all documented. So not that Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra did not know the political scenario and I should say sociological scenario of the then India, but then still he insisted us to achieve personal liberties, personal freedom, personal independence. This is the first requisite. You see, on 9th February 1946, one Mr. Matthew, he was an American, he once asked to Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra that if English people give independence to India, will it be good for India? Will it be propitious for India? This was the question of that Mr. Matthew. And in reply to that, Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has answered that I am not too sure whether India can effectively utilize to this advantage, as because people of India still now are not united, and many of them do not have the love and restraint that are needed for effective utilization of power. But nevertheless, India deserves freedom, and English people should give independence to India, as because if India doesn't get independence, then it will be a total loss to other nations. And not only that, he has also stated that just imagine, even in dependent state of India, in the subjection phase of India, a person of the stature of Ramakrishna Dev was born in India. A genius of the stature of Rabindranath Tagore was born in India. So therefore, India has much to contribute to the entire world. This was the statement of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And he has also stated that I know that East and West, both of them have many things in common. And if they are helpful to each other, then the state of affairs of the entire world would change. So therefore, it is very much needed. And not only that, he has also stated that India is the worshipper of independence. And it is India that would teach other nations what is independence is all about. This was the statement of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. So in conclusion, I would like to say that yes, we need independence, that's for sure, but we definitely need our personal independence, our personal freedom, our personal liberty. And as because we are not actually free from our own selves. For example, myself, yes, I may be an independent citizen, but I am not independent from my own self, because I am dependent on the obsession of my complexes. That is, as I have already stated, maybe on lust or desire, maybe on anger, maybe on pride, maybe on envy, maybe on malice, and maybe on hatred. So many. So therefore, how can I be independent? Yes, I can be independent only when I can get myself attached with that person who is the very embodiment of independence. You can say of freedom, of liberty. And the easiest pathway is by, as Lord Krishna stated, that the path of devotion is by far the easiest way through which we can get ourselves attached with the love Lord or Priyaparam or mentor or Sadguru or Supreme Person. See, any name you may prefer. Only then we can get our personal freedom. Only then our real personality, we will achieve our real personality. And that should be the goal of our, of our lives. So, live in love. Joy Guru.